Hi everybody, today I'm just going to be sorting out my shed. I did buy some new shelving units that I put in here, just to get a little bit more organisation in the shed. It was getting a little cluttered, and just going to be harvesting from one of the Daleks as well. And I'm not really sure what else I'm going to be up to today, but if you want to stick around, just keep watching. So I did end up finding the shed keys. I had misplaced those. But yesterday I had a bit of a tidy up in my shed. Sorry if it's a bit noisy. Still got some stuff to clean up on this table here. But yesterday I went and bought this shelving unit here. You could either stack them up on top, have it as a big tall one. I didn't think it was going to fit. It's only a small shed, 6 by 3. So I just needed some spots to put. Well, I've got 2 lawnmowers now. So this is the new battery operated one, and this was the petrol one, which I did end up pulling off the cord out of it, but we managed to be able to then check out a YouTube video and just sort of work our way through it. So we got this one fixed. So we have a petrol one, as well as the battery operated one, along with the battery operated whippersnipper that I got for free, and also my steel petrol one. So, but anyway, the family will use it. So I'm still yet to figure out what I need to sort out in here. So definitely my tabletop there, and I do have some extra tubs out here which we're going to, I was actually going to throw them out because I don't need that many. That's just household stuff that's going to be given away. And I've got this tub here, and that's got some compost in it as well. So, and just some junk stuff I'll have to check out. So this half the shed is mine, and the other half is full of car parts and bits and pieces. That's yeah, we're sharing the shed. So if I can get my side in order and make it easier to get in and out, that'll be awesome. Otherwise it was just getting too much stuff in here. So I've just got a lot of my just gardening stuff in here, just spare polypipe and grow bags and stuff. So up here I might put the extra tubs, just some weed kill, and just some other gardening things here. So my lawnmower, my wheelbarrow I can take out, just take outside if I need to, give me a little bit extra room in here. So every time I walk into my shed and I feel like something's crawling on me, I always think, oh, my spider. I did spray the shed as well yesterday. There's a daddy long legs, but they're okay. Just those black ones, you know, just those black widows, and the redbacks is what I really don't want to come across. So that's why I always like to wear gloves, and I do put a spider bomb in here, so it has been really effective. And so through winter, so summer's, you know, we're in spring now, so things are warming up, and I just want to, you know, make sure we can come out in the shed and just get stuff if we need to without being overrun by spiders. I've got quite a few boxes here just with bits and pieces of poly pipe and things for the sprinkler, the retic, which I don't actually feel like going through today. So, but anyway, they're all there if I need them. Doesn't look too bad. A little bit more of a workspace there. I can just go in the bin. You all know, once we get a free bench space somewhere, whether it's in the shed, in the house, we've always managed to fill it up with something. It's like, oh, I'll put that away later, and yeah, next minute you know it's all cluttered again. These are quite good, these ones. These are silicone ones, so you can reuse those ones. So I've got 2 of those. I'll pop that for now. Piece of from the gutter repair that we've done, so I might just pop that into there for later, onto the other side of the shed. So what I've harvested out of this compost bin here, I'm just going to pop this black one just back on top where I've got it from before. So if there is any more worms that have dug right down the bottom and haven't gone into this bin next to it, they'll still be able to survive here, or they can move across there. So if I have a bit of a closer look in here, if my shadow's not in the way, there's quite a lot of sort of castings down the bottom here. There's quite a number of worms that have just still living down here. I won't dig everything out because I'll put that compost bin straight back on top of this. So once I start feeding this bin again, yeah, they'll have some food, or they can move next door to this one, which has been going for a couple of months. That's my alternating compost bin. That's why it's good to have sort of 2 next to each other, so if one's full, they can migrate across to the other one, which I think most of them have, because normally these bins are just an abundance of worms in them that are free ranging around my garden, all red wigglers, and obviously you get some earthworms as well, so they sort of come and go freely. So what I've got out of this bin here is about, I think these are 45 litre bins, these ones. 45 litre bin here. So this is all just out of one compost bin. Obviously, as you know, when you do a compost bin, fill it up, you probably 2/3 shrink and you probably end up with 1/3 of it. So yeah, I think that's pretty good, because I think these are 150 litre bins, and to get just under 50 litres out of it, that's pretty good. And this one here is just, yeah, just putting all the excess stuff in here. So all the worms would be right down the very bottom, plus whatever is still below the soil here. So I'll just pop this bin back here. Just level that one out as best I can. And I'll fill this one up a little bit more, and then I'll start on this one again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a couple of my grow bags, and I'm going to use some of that compost I just harvested. I am going to try and grow this nice capsicum, yellow capsicum, in one of them. And I do have some cucumbers which I might plant a couple in one of the other ones there. So I just planted some butternut pumpkin. I planted that one out the front because that gets sun and there's lots more room for it to grow, whereas where it's out in the backyard here, they don't seem to grow that well. So I thought I'll just try it in the front garden, and yeah, see how we go with that one. So it gives me 2 full grow bags out of that tub. Just move a bit more across to that one there. Yeah, so here we go. Get out. Dig a hole in this one to pop this nice capsicum in there. So what I might do, I might plant some of these cucumbers just in this raised garden bed as well. Oh great, just broke that one. And this can actually cascade over the side if it needs to. I've got some other things popped up here. I just can't remember what it was that I planted in here. I did plant some seed tape or something. I'm not always in the habit of putting down what I've just planted, what tags they are. What I might do is I might just plant one on this side of the underground worm feast. And so if it does need to cascade over the side, it can. Because here I've just planted a giant potato. It's doing pretty good actually. It's one I bought locally, so hopefully if they grow, I'll get some really good sized potatoes out of that. So I'll just plant that one of the cucumbers here. I might even plant some in this bed here. I'll just plant them in a few different places because I'm not sure how well they'll grow in each of the positions that I've put them into the grow bags and a couple of the raised beds. But that's okay. It's good to have a few areas you can plant things in. And that's another one of the giant potatoes as well. I had 2. I didn't cut them in half or anything. I just planted them whole, and they'd started to sprout. So I thought I'll chuck them in and hopefully we'll get a couple of really good crops out of these ones. So I've just got some compost out of the hungry bin. I've still got that one here. There's a teensy tiny potato there. So I'm going to fill up this grow bag and I'll chuck in a couple of those cucumbers in here and see how well it grows in this mixture. So this compost here, it's not fully sifted to get the finer stuff out. It's a little bit more bulkier. Still got bits of paper in it, but that's fine. There's still some worms in it. I've got 2 left and one's looking a little sad, so I'll just try this last one. Just make sure I squeeze it out the bottom. Pop that in there. And give that a nice bit of a drink. And see how we go growing these in the grow bags. So my beans just have been growing so well. I've really had like 3 harvests off this one here, and there's still a lot more to come on here. And the silver beet down there is just, yeah, really taken off. And some more beans growing here. Got a few there already. I didn't see those ones yesterday. Ah, look at this silver beet. It's just gone absolutely crazy. It's been getting quite a bit of sun on it, so it's really taken off, these ones. Beefsteak tomato. I bought a couple of these tomato steaks, and yeah, it seems like it's coming along quite nicely, getting a quite strong leaves on it. I'll do that without breaking it. So what I'll do is I'll keep these grow bags just over this part of the yard, because we get the morning sun up to about lunchtime, and then it gets the shade in the afternoon. Tomorrow, it's actually going to be quite a warm day for us tomorrow. So, and I haven't really used these grow bags in sort of really hot weather. So I just want to keep an eye on them first, and yeah, to see how we go with them. So I've got 2 into this grow bag here, 2 cucumbers, 1 cucumber in this one, and the yellow capsicum in that one. While I'm standing here, I can just smell these beautiful lime flowers. My lime tree sort of struggles a little bit. It doesn't give me lots of big fruit, but I did pull heaps of the buds off at the start of the season, hoping to get bigger ones. But yeah, it hasn't happened. But hopefully the smaller ones can be just as juicy. And then just my little lemon tree. I've got 2 good sized lemons on here. So, and a little one there. So I'm still deciding whether I'm going to plant these in the ground. I just didn't want to have any permanent sort of trees that I might plant in the wrong spot or something. So, but anyway, we'll see how we go. If I decide to, yeah, we'll go from there. I'll just pick a little bit of this English spinach. The more you pick it, the more it seems to bush up, and you get quite a lot of growing time out of it, and quite a bit of produce from it. Plenty of leaves. So I'll just come over here. Let's pick up a few lettuce leaves as well. Gosh, it's super windy today. So just pick a few of my lettuce leaves. Salad, the tea. Oh, the garlic's still coming along really well here. Some are not as big as the other ones. Just down this end here is where I planted the big one from my bulb I had last year. It's not too bad. Get some good stalks on those ones, so I should get some good size bulbs out of that. Just picked a couple of these lovely yellow capsicums, but I did notice there is a bit of a hole in this one, so I'm just going to cut it open and just see what it looks like on the inside. Yeah. I don't know if that's just sand in it. But I won't eat that one. I mean, it does look okay there, but you just never know when you get something wrong with something's been eating it. You don't know what residue that is in there. So, but this one seems to be okay. So I'll just give that one a wash and put that in the fridge. Today, so I'll just come out and harvest some of these. Oops, I just broke that one in half, but beautiful and big and crispy, very tasty. Oh my gosh, there's so many more on this plant. You look at it one day and you can't see anything, and you come out again the next day and all of a sudden there's all these peas on here. Absolutely delicious. To come out every couple of days and wait for them to sort of really fatten up and keep the rest keep the rest on the tree to plump up. Yeah, there's still heaps in there. It's always good to come out and just have a little snack as well. These are just so delicious. There's a couple more on this one I'll pick. It's quite expensive in the shops actually, these peas. So, and they're so easy to grow. I mean, I've just got another little batch coming up in the back there. And also behind this one here, just chucked another handful down. Oops, that pea's in the way there. So I've got more growing. I have to say, this is the best salad spinner I've ever come across. It's $12, just from Kmart here in Australia. I'm not sure what you guys have over there, but when you put your fresh stuff in here, you give it a spin dry, drain the water out, and it keeps the veggies super fresh for over a week, 2 weeks. I got nearly 2 weeks out of one of my capsicums and my snap peas. And I just pop everything. My snap peas can go in there as well, and also my capsicum I just picked. Sort of wash. Pop that into the bowl here. I'll just give that just a rinse out. Just a bit of sand in it. Pop that on there. So I'll just give this a bit of a drain out that last bit of water, but super crispy and it doesn't go off. It really saves your food. So I absolutely love using this all the time. I put a lot of other stuff in there too, so even like even just a cut up cucumber I'll just pop in there for now. Carrots, if you cut carrots up and stuff, perfect. Yeah. It's just so cheap and but really effective.